And we are live. What do I sound like a radio broadcaster? Hello, hi. Hi, friends. Just so y'all know, I'm the camera's over here, but my computer's here. So if you see me going back and forth, that's why. So that I can check your comments and everything. So for anybody that's new here, my name's Laura, and I tend to cover multi-level marketing content. I may also start diving into some other aspects of MLMs and cult behavior and mental health tools and stuff like that. Hi, Joe. Glad you made it on time. Also, congratulations I have a couple new members, it looks like. So Lydia Gray and also Dave Cow. Thank you guys for joining my memberships. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to just wait for a couple more people to get on before going into this. So essentially what happened was I forgot. If you've seen part 1 of the Monat Witch opportunity call, I had part 2 that I was getting ready to deal with, and I had it downloaded, but then the copy was bad. And so when I opened it up, it wouldn't play. So then, I tried figuring out how to restore it. I've tried everything that Google told me to do. Nothing worked. And then I tried to go back and get into the part of my editing software and go back into that so that maybe I could re-download it from my editing software. But I had deleted the files because I thought I was finished with it, and I have a very small capacity computer, but I have an external hard drive. So I ended up somehow accidentally deleting it from the recycle bin too, because stuff happens. And anyway, so that's kind of what happened. And I've tried like data recovery type stuff, and I can't find all the files I needed. So I thought it's just going to be less of a headache and a lot simpler to just create a live where I do the rest of my reactions to this. And yeah. So, okay, I'm going to open up my window because I have the ring light and it's glaring my eyes. So give me just a moment. That light coming in will help. And then I can turn this ring light down a little bit. There. So, and somebody mentioned the love thing. Yeah, that's new. I thought it was just really cute, and I'm still trying to figure out my background aesthetic. So yeah, if you have any ideas, if you're part of the Discord or something and you like, I kind of want to maybe like put some fake dangly plants or something. Or actually, no, a big idea that I've been thinking about is doing something with crochet where like I can crochet some mandalas. Do you say mandala or mandala? Like which one do you guys say? Comment below. I'm curious just because I never know which one to say. But yeah, just something kind of like a lacy mandala or mandala. Maybe even like maybe I can even make like little triangles and decorate it, like the little triangle buntings, and that could fit because pyramid schemes and stuff. Mandela. So I was getting mandala, mandala. Okay, there's a lot. What's the question mark for, Joe? Are we talking about because those, Mandelas, mandalas, the like the patterned, uh, complex patterned things, that you see in like mindfulness and yoga and kind of like snowflakes, but yeah, those things. You're the wrong one to ask. That's fine. What was this? Mandala. Yeah. It's a Manda who's a what's it. That's how we say it in Southern whenever we don't know what what it is. Um just saying a quick hello. Well, hello, Emily. Just whenever you want to watch it, it'll be here. I'll yeah, it saves it. So glad you could tune in. Walls, I just know about plain ones. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty plain, but I'd like it if it was like a different color. It's just like a regular bland old white. I think we were gonna paint this room and it was gonna be like a purplish color because I really like purple, but we never got around to it and there hasn't been time. So anyway, looks like there's more people here. Yes, how is my head? My head is doing pretty well, thank you. I mostly everything has gone away, like the screens don't bother me as much anymore. I do tend to still sometimes get headaches if I move my um head too suddenly, but I mean that happened before anyway, but like, it's still very sensitive to like if you're driving and you're looking both ways and stuff. So just a little bit of dizziness and headaches there, but mostly it's been much better. So I am grateful. I felt a lot better this week. Your wife handles those details. Well, yeah, I have this basket and it has like crochet my yarn and stuff. I like this color because it's fun, but I don't have much of it. Most of my colors seem to be kind of bland, though. I need to go to the store and get some brighter colors for spring. And I just bought some crochet hooks that are more ergonomic because of my hand situation. Here, this is one that's sticking out, so it's got like the handle that works better. So, yeah. I need to get back to doing some stuff like that. I might use crochet thread though instead of that stuff, which I've got plenty of brighter crochet threads because that would just give a more lacy effect. Let me see if I can see if it's in here. While I'm digging that out, feel free to chat. Is it in here at all? Nope, but I know where it is. Hang on. So I think I showed these before. I think last time I showed them, people said like how they're like little thongs or something like that. I don't know, but it's for your feet. Like you put this in the toe and then you wrap it up. It's like a little foot sandal thing. See? Sorry, the light glare. There you go. This is just really pretty and dainty, and this is with crochet thread. Yeah. And it's like a triangle shape, so I could do something kind of like that, except bigger and less like a thong, I guess. I don't know. Little foot thongs, I guess. We call them that. Yay, fiber arts. I knit. You knit? That's cool. I've never knitted before. I need to. That's like the sister to crocheting. But I learned crocheting from my mom early on when she wanted me to do granny squares for her Afghan that she was making when I was really young. Let's see. Glad you're doing better. Thank you. The rubber handles are awesome. Yes. I think they should all come standard with that. Like, a lot of the people that crochet have dexterity issues too. Like, so yeah, but I forgot to say my 10-year-old niece should be coming over in a bit. Oh no, she broke her wrist. I'm sorry for that. I hope she heals quickly. I made them for my mom when she went to Mexico. She loved them. Wait, what did you make? Wait, what did you make? You made rubber handles? Is that what you're talking about? That's cool. And we got a bot. I don't have a... I'll just do it myself. I don't have a moderator. My moderator had to go to work. So, let's see. I learned to knit as a kid, but tried to crochet recently and failed. Oh, well, you can always pick it up again. And really, I think like it's not yeah, if there's pressure to do it, it's not as fun. I think like it's more of like just having fun, just kind of relaxing and doing. Just start with like a basic stitch or something. I learned a lot of stuff from YouTube and stuff as well. So, yeah. But I bet if I tried to learn to knit, I would probably do that too. Also, I'm pretty sure every one of us has had that experience where like, yarn tangles up or we miss a stitch. I'm sure it's probably similar with knitting. I remember when I was a kid, I crocheted my dad a scarf, and like part of the scarf was completely smaller, and then like it got bigger because I had missed some stitches or something, and it was just very like wonky. So it's just really kind of, I don't know, it made it more endearing, I guess, just because it's like the mistakes, the flaws, the story of those stitches, I guess. But then you become a perfectionist and then unravel like half of it just to fix that one mistake. If you know what I'm talking about. Yep, foot thongs. All right. Okay, so I think I caught you guys up about my situation with losing a Doctor Who scarf. No. Sorry. I have like looking at the comments and stuff like that. Dropped a lot of stitches while knitting. Yeah, so hate making mistakes in knitting. Yeah. So I've explained about how I lost the content and stuff, but I do still have the opportunity call that I screen recorded. So I actually did sneak into this call. So this is something I recorded. The quality, I'm going to go ahead and say that the audio quality is not super great on it. Actually, let me turn off my heater just so that there's a little bit of better sound. I mean, my mic probably doesn't pick it up, but just in case. Because when I made the part 1, I did try to do some noise cancellation editing. It's kind of hard to deal with, but you know, you live and you learn with all of the editing and stuff. Okay, so let me see. I really wish I had a second monitor. I'm getting one that somebody's getting rid of, but I have to wait. I don't have it yet. Because then I could see you guys, see the comments and the thing. Okay, I might back it up a little bit just so that we can review a little. Here, I'll just start it over from the beginning-ish. Most of us know who this person is, and she says her name, but also before I begin, I'm just gonna play my little intro thing because like fair use and all that. Pull this up. Sorry, I'm a noob at StreamYard. Oh, not yet. Stop that. Okay. How do I do this? It's weird. I turn off my heater and then I get hotter. What's happening? That does not make sense. My mom would come out of somewhere and say, "You're too young to have hot flashes." What's happening? Okay. Share. Share video file, I guess. I guess that's what I do. Okay. We'll try it again. I made a new intro and I kind of like it because I wanted to make it more minimalist, just less all over the place. What's going on here? This is a very weird. Maybe if I do this layout. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Y'all let me know if you can hear it okay, because this is going to be like a test run. That's just for the copyright and anti-bullying. It's a little glitchy, but it's nice to test. Okay. And now, this is why I need a new computer with a larger hard drive and better RAM and all that stuff. Let me see. Okay, so now I'm going to open up the Zoom meeting. Just kind of quiet in the beginning. I'm just gonna. Okay. Share.
On this call, we're going to go ahead and get started. Recording in progress. So if you are listening to this now or later is the perfect time. I I'm so excited to chat with you for just a few minutes today. We will not be
Really
on
here.
very long, and you might be looking at my hair and wondering, I sell shampoo. Why does my hair not look great? Because I had to choose today whether to style my hair or eat. And
Sorry, I can't hear her, and I'm like trying to turn up my volume. I don't know what that sound I just made was. This is why we edit. Okay. Sounds all right for y'all? Okay. That's good.
Drop a little comment in the chat or in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. Like, I had to decide, do I eat or do I do my hair? And obviously, eating was the way to go because my brain feels fueled and so excited to be here with y'all. Yeah, always food, always food. Cool. So let me introduce myself and we will dive into this, y'all. My name.
I mentioned this before, but I think that like if you're expecting to have like if you have a scheduled business opportunity call, you would normally try to be ready to go when that call happens. So the fact that she wasn't ready, like, and it seems rushed, her hair's not done and stuff like that. And she brings it up about her hair. Like, if she didn't, people would be questioning why her hair looks that way. So, but she brings it up about her hair and then says, "Well, I gotta eat or I gotta do my hair." And it kind of almost sounds like a weird, I don't know, a weird cop out kind of thing. Like, I mean, of course you're gonna eat. Uh, you could even eat while doing your hair if you want. But I don't know. It was just a weird thing when she said it. She trying to mom relate, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Like not having the time to do your hair and stuff like that. She would have woke up earlier and did her hair. She sells shampoo. Or she should have woke up earlier. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
My name is Angela Sumner. I am one of the mentors on this team. I have my own team called the Club of Great Business, and then I'm also one of the mentors on the Humble Hustlers team. One of the things I have found in this business is that the resources are completely unlimited, and every time I think that I've reached kind of the end of the resource line, more and more resources show up. So I am one resource, and there are many other resources available. I left.
Wait, so I didn't catch this the first time? That's often the case because, like, a lot of these, there's always more to talk about. But she's saying that she's the resource, like, she's one of the resources. So people are the resources and they change over time. I don't, that's kind of weird too. Like, I mean, because when you're built on recruiting, you're recruiting all these people and everybody in your upline is a resource, then anything outside of that community is not a resource because you want to keep that in, and then the people are the resources. And I don't know. It just kind of something I noticed.
I left my own businesses to pursue network marketing full time, having never done direct sales or network marketing ever before. So drop it in the chat if you've ever done network marketing before. I want to see if you've ever done it before, or you can answer me out loud. You'll find that on this convo, I'm asking you to respond to me, even though I'm.
Nobody answered her out loud. In the entire call, nobody answered her out loud. There were people, which she says later, asking who is already in Monat, because there are people in the call, and it's not a very big call. Like, I think at one point I was saying how there were 13 people. I think at one point it got to like 17 people. Very small call, and a lot of people dropped in the chat about being in Monat when that question came up. And then there's some other people that have never been in network marketing before, and like have heard things and stuff like that. So yeah. And she's streaming live to Facebook too, so maybe there were people over there that I didn't see. So they're here. We'll watch later. You're doing great, Laura. Okay, bye, Joe. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for swinging by. All right.
The only person talking on video or on audio. And the reason I ask you to respond is because when you respond with your mouth or typing on the keyboard or even on your little notepad, you engage parts of your brain that are not engaged when you're simply listening. So Jessica says, I have no experience with that network marketing. Rowan says,
you engage parts of your brain that help with brainwashing, in my opinion.
That she had never tried it before. So just drop it in the chat if you've had any experience in network marketing. Oh my gosh, y'all, my roommate from after college, Lanus, is on. I'm so glad to see you, Lanus. So glad to see you. We lived together like years and years ago. I don't even know how many years ago. I don't want to know. But I'm so glad to see you on this call. I've been trying to convince you to come into this business for a while now, and I'm just excited for you to hear what I have to say. And if you want to join, great. If you don't, great.
Wait, so she's talking to somebody specifically right now, and she's saying how I've been trying to convince you to come to this business for a while now. That should be a red flag. Where's my red flag? I don't have a red flag. I need a red flag. I think I have like a red siren light, but I think it's in my closet, so no big deal.
So new, Dakota says new, Annie says new, Michelle says first time, Debbie says I did with another, but I lost money. Okay, good. Debbie, I love this. I want to hear all the experiences of what people have had in network marketing, because I came into this business with none. I did not know that there were bad experiences with network marketing. I did not know that people lost money. I did not know that people felt taken advantage of. Obviously, those things happen in any business, but coming into network marketing, I just joined a few months ago. I had no idea some of the things that have happened in this industry, which I will address a little bit. Alexa says no experience. Awesome. So, y'all, I was thriving. I made multiple six figures my first 6 months in business. I remember when my accountant told me how much money I had made, and my jaw hit the floor because I went from homelessness to 6 figures in the first 6 months of my own business. I went on more.
Okay, so that's an income claim for sure. Going from like homelessness, no money, to 6 figures in a few months. And definitely not even saying how results are not typical and how this isn't usually the case or how any of that kind of stuff. She wants you to believe it's that easy to do. All you just have to do is recruit a bunch of people. Yeah, I don't believe her either. Yeah, there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. It's not important.
Multiple 6 figures every single year that I was in business. And then last year, when I was predicted to make $1 million in the year by myself in business, I decided I was going to quit. That happened in July, and I was like, what am I going to do when I quit working for myself, when I quit teaching, when I quit showing other women how to access their innate magic? What am I going to do? And I did not know. I felt intuitively that it was time to move on, and I had no idea what was coming next. Has anyone been in that position where you have no idea what's coming next, but you know that you're going, you know that you're pulled, you know that like you're being led almost. I'm not going to get all.
I think she's very much fishing with a lot of what she's saying. Like, does anybody relate to that? Does anybody feel like they don't know what's gonna happen next? And just all that stuff. It's and then of course, homelessness, poverty, like all that stuff like that she's playing, which I kind of have um yeah, I don't really know her full backstory or anything, but they often play up what really happens. I don't know. We've seen that where, like, for instance, Boss Lee allegedly, she says that she was living in a basement, but she allegedly has m- left out the part where it's her mom's basement. And so there's like some details that have been left out. So things like that where they mislead you on their why stories and everything. So
Jesus on this call, I promise, even though I've got my cross on. Maybe I will, or maybe I won't. So
and I don't want to, this is a touchy subject because she just said I don't want to get Jesus on my call and I still have this cross. Maybe I will or something. Aside from the mere fact that getting Jesus on a or getting like that on a professional business opportunity call in general is like really bad, mixing work and faith and that faith manipulation kind of side. We also know that she is a self-proclaimed witch. And so she's like a conservative witch, one that believes in a lot of conspiracies and, not wearing things on their face, and stuff like that. So we know that's kind of where this person has has her beliefs and stuff, but um like I don't want to get into the religious kind of debate. I think that all like I appreciate all religions as long as you're not harming people. And um I'm a self-proclaimed witch and we do not claim her. Yeah, exactly. I used to, I mean, I've been Christian, I've been pagan, I've been Wiccan, I've been agnostic. I've delved into all of those aspects, and you can be a witch and any religion. Like witch and Wiccan are different. Like it's not necessarily like the same thing, and I think a lot of people don't know that. However, there is a lot in the Abrahamic faiths versus the other, like where it's like the multiple gods over on this side. So there's a lot, especially in like the just the way it works, that Christianity and witch don't often mix well. Um, so, but all that aside, the big thing is, faith manipulation. I just wanted to go on that because a lot of people don't understand that concept, and they're like, well, she can't be a witch and she can't, like all these different things. So I just wanted to shed a little bit of light on that.
was scrolling Instagram. It must have been like July. And I was scrolling through reels and I saw this girl because she's like a decade or more younger than me. And I was totally captivated by her reels, by her stories, by the lives that she had done. And something in my body said, you're going to do this. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I resisted. I didn't even know what she was doing. I didn't even know what she was selling. I didn't even know. Can anyone relate? You're pulled to someone, you're pulled to something. Your body says yes. Your body says yes to this person. Your body says yes to this experience. And you're like, what? No. So I knew in my body that
This feels like manipulation right here. Like, I knew in my body that this was the right thing. Can anybody relate to resisting what's good for you, like resisting when you see stuff on Instagram? Just it seems like it's painting a picture here. Like when you come across somebody who's living a great extravagant lifestyle on their Instagram and you want that, but you are resistant to that. Can anybody relate? Yeah, it's setting it up.
I was going to do whatever she was doing, and I didn't even know what it was. And when I remember when I sent Aspen, who is my mentor, a message, she was like, I sell shampoo. And I was like, what? No, this can't be right. So I kind of ghosted her. I continued to watch all of her reels. I continued to watch all of her lives. I literally watched every single thing she had ever created back from the very beginning of her business, almost 3.5 years ago. Must have been 3.5 years ago now. And it was insane because I was stalking this girl I had never met in real life. I didn't care what she was doing or like know what she was doing, but I just felt in my body that I was gonna work with her. So then in September, I said, okay, fine, I want to try the product. And I tried the products, needless to say, tried them one time, fell in love, and I decided to become a market partner. I will reiterate, I had never done network marketing. I didn't know anything about network marketing. In fact, the only things I had heard were it's scammy, people make money off of one another. It's what else do you hear? Type it in the comment section. What have you heard about network marketing? I want to see what you've heard. I had heard all these things, and when people would try to sell me things, I would be like, gross, don't do that. I would rather just shop from Amazon, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, right? Can you relate? I would rather spend my
She actually does shop at Whole Foods. I've seen her stories and videos, like live streams and stuff where she was shopping at Whole Foods. So it's just kind of funny. Like she talks about how much she hates the capitalism and like hates all that stuff, but she still does it.
money on a giant big box corporation feeding into big tech, big pharma. They're all related. Just quick little Google will show you. And I would not spend money on, like, this is what I would do. Instead of buying essential oils from someone that I know and love, I would go to Whole Foods and buy essential oils. I am so ashamed of that, and that's why I'm admitting it to you today, because I thought social selling was so scammy and so disgusting. Yeah, Annie says pressure.
Does she not realize that the MLM structure itself, like the MLMs themselves are capitalist? Like they are very much the the corporate like capitalism kind of thing that she's fighting pretty much in a sense. So many Huns seem to border on hyperfixation on their upline before and after they join. So many talk of daily stalking and seeing the lifestyle/income claims before joining. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm gonna just stalk this person and yeah.
Sales, Lena says pyramid scheme, aggressive. First of all, let me just clear the air. A pyramid scheme does not have products involved. Okay, I'm holding up a product. We have products. We also have the best products in the world. So let's just be clear.
Best products in the world, guys. Shall we pull up the hair care like lawsuits? And then they'll claim how they've never lost a lawsuit. Yeah, because they get paid, or like they pay out. Oh my goodness.
Here, y'all. MLMs, multi-level marketing, network marketing is not a pyramid scheme. It is the same as if you go into a job entry level, right? You go into a job entry level sales and you have someone above you. You have a supervisor, you have a manager. That manager answers to another manager, a general manager. The general manager answers to a regional whatever manager, the regional whatever.
Okay, so Angela, you answer to your manager, your upline. People answer to you, you answer to your upline, you answer to their upline, and you answer to the CEO. So, how is this your own business?
Manager answers to the whatever manager, right? Then there's like a CEO, a CFO, there's a board, there's a blah, blah, blah. Whenever you enter a job, you enter at a particular position. So network marketing is no different. You literally come in knowing nothing, right? You are a newbie, you don't know anything. And then the only difference with network marketing is you have no limit. You could join today and you could out earn me in a month. You could join today and you could hit 3 ranks in one day.
Wow, we're really going for the income claims there, aren't we? Aren't we? You could join today and outrank me or out earn me in a month. Because you can't out, like, yeah. All these people get paid for their efforts and a fair wage. Exactly. People in corporate jobs, in capitalist job, like in Whole Foods, the cashiers, the food workers, like the bakers, everybody, they get paid at least minimum wage, if not more, plus benefits if they're full time. You know, there's a lot of things that independent contractor status, you get nothing. You don't even get a guaranteed pay. So you get the opportunity of making the sky's the limit. But what good is the sky is the limit possibilities if the likelihood is really scarce? So I always say possibility does not equal probability. That sounds like more of a mouthful now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah.
You could join today and in 2 months qualify for or 3 months rather. Well, in 2 months you could begin to qualify for a fully paid for earned Cadillac. There is no like rules in network marketing the way that it exists in major corporations, right? So I am ashamed to say that when someone tried to sell to me, now we're going to get to this because the way they sold was awful. They would send me a cold message and hey girl, you know, it would be like some weird hey girl message, which we don't do, I don't do at least. And I would be like, no, I don't want you to sell to me this way. I would rather you just not bother me and I can go shopping and buy the thing, right? Can anyone relate? So when I decided to become a network marketer, I thought, what am I doing? People are going to make fun of me, which they have. People are going to mock me, which they have. People are going to tell me no, which they do all the time. People are going to say I sold out, which they do all the time. People are going to say X, Y, and Z. People are going to say a lot of things, and that has happened. However,
So that should be a major red flag. If you're watching this and you've never watched any of my content before, or you're just tuning in if you've ever considered sketchiness of multi-level marketing or anything like that, one major red flag is if a lot of people are saying no, if a lot of people are having problems with it, think about how many people can be haters towards something. Is this a common thing that you see in other businesses? If we were like doing any other business call, like a corporate call or something like that, and a bunch of people really hated that company, do you think that like we would be thinking that's a good company to like? It's one thing to have bad reviews, like everybody has a bad review on Yelp or something like that. You're not going to be able to appeal to everyone. But when the majority of people are skeptical about something, when a lot of people have strong feelings about how something is amiss with this, something doesn't settle right, then you're constantly having to spend your time defending that said company. That should be a major red flag. So hopefully, if you do see something like that, if you're in an MLM right now and you're noticing that when you are trying to prospect, trying to recruit people, trying to get people on board, and they're just not having it, or even that they're very skeptical about certain things about it, definitely I would ask that you start questioning what's going on and start looking into doing your own research outside of the MLM. Find multiple sources if you have to, but yeah, if anybody sees this, I don't know. Most of the people that are watching are already like subscribed to me or like already anti MLM, but I thought I'd throw that out there. And now we're probably catching up to the part where it's actually part 2, but I kind of like going through this with you guys.
For what I can say, I'm going to tell you, network marketing has brought me things that I could have never gotten otherwise. I have a community of women. Drop a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, if you're on my team, if you're one of my sidelines, one of my uplines. We have one another. I have been going through a lot of things mentally and emotionally lately, and my team is there for me. I know what's happening with my team's relationships, with their bodies, with their hearts, with their souls. We are a community of women supporting one another. When I wake up and I'm having a bad day, the first people I want to talk to is like, I want to go in my chat and tell my team, like, I'm struggling. I don't even know what to say, but I'm struggling. And I get messages, what can I do to support you? What do you need? You know, it's a community of women that I could never have fathomed, okay? Number 1, insane. It's the best community. Number 2, mentorship. All right, I used to pay multiple 6 figures a year, y'all, for masterminds. Drop a 1 in the chat.
I just want to say, like, you can get community outside of MLM. I think a lot of times we have this misconception that people are drawn to MLM because of the money aspect of that kind of just, a little bit extra to pay off things, a side hustle, but a lot of people get roped in for the community aspect. And I equate it back to my days of trying to get into a sorority, and I got denied twice. It's okay. It's okay. I guess I'm just not cut out for sororities. But I think it's like you're trying to get in with this community of people, but you can do that without buying a starter kit, without investing in this type of commercial cult. You can join a crochet club, you can join a hiking group or a support group for whatever you're going through. Or, I mean, especially nowadays, there are so many online support groups too, or like online activity groups. You could join like a gaming group or Dungeons and Dragons or something. One thing a person in your life shouldn't provide all of those things in your life. Yeah, exactly. She was talking about how like the first thing she does in the morning is connect with these people and stuff, and sometimes they'll even tell you stuff like don't talk to your family or friends that aren't supporting you. Talk to your upline, talk to your sisterhood of people. Yeah, I don't know what else screams cult other than that. And then she's going into mentorship. And mentorship, that's just another thing. That's just another, I mean, they'll mentor you as long as it benefits them. But I've seen where some people, like, I've heard of this where, like, if in some MLMs and stuff, like, you may not get as mentored if you're like on kind of a weaker leg or like different things like that. That's just what I've heard. It's not, don't just take that with a grain of salt. But I think that like even mentorships, it's kind of like, I mean, it's not always what it sounds. It doesn't always appeal. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Personal development, mentorship, all these things that they try to say, oh, we're the best ever. You get so much free training and stuff. I'm sorry, but like did I get this wrong? Or most jobs, like most corporate jobs or like whatever, if you get training, like you actually get paid to be trained. You don't just get free training, you get paid for the training. Here you pay to get the free training. And then you also have to pay for paid training at like events and stuff where they sell a lot of merch, like Monat shirts and hats and stuff. And they want you to believe that the distributors are not the customers. Yet I doubt any customers are going to be buying Monat merchandise.
If you've invested $100, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000 in a teacher and a mentor in a mastermind. I used to invest multiple six figures a year, $10,000, $15,000 a month on mentorship. You get that for free. You get that. You get me. You get me. You get daily calls. You get chats. You get my mentor. And by the way, P.S., we're on the #1 income earners team. We have so many calls.
The way she said you get me was like a little bit, okay, I get you. And also like the top income earners. She said they're on the top income earners. I don't know. It just sounds like she's kind of full of it. And this woman in particular has a real bad case of random word vomit. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry if I keep pausing it every few seconds. There's just a lot that is said, and it's just kind of fun to interact with you guys as well. And some things that I missed in the first one, because one nice thing about the live streams is being able to go back and forth and really kind of dive into some of the problematic things. People need to learn to confront, question, and deny people who make claims about knowledge, truth, and reality. Yes. Yes. There's like, I don't know, I've been thinking about like merch kind of ideas, because I'm always like trying to think up cute designs and stuff, and I'm thinking about like stuff about questioning things, like question sources, question authority, like questioning, making questions plausible, like being able to recognize things and educate yourself on things and be able to recognize the signs of a potential commercial cult or scam because there's new ones that pop up all the time, and we sometimes get things sorted out, but with some of them, but like then new ones pop up, and then it's good to recognize the signs and stuff. So I'm planning on doing some stuff where I still have to do research on it. I've started doing some deep dive research so I can script it. I haven't done a deep dive in a very long time, but I'm planning on doing one into some of the specifics of manipulation tactics, and cult manipulation and stuff like that, the bite model. I'm working on doing one for toxic positivity. I think that one would be a really good one to go into, and the love bombing and the types of toxic relationships that we find in MLMs, but also in other relationships outside of MLMs as well. But being able to recognize those kinds of signs. And I think that would just be a really good kind of mental health manipulation tactic, kind of hybrid type of discussion. So let me know if you would like to see that.
That are available to us: mindset calls, sales calls, personal development calls, social, what is it called? Networking, social media calls, social media trainings. All right, emotional intelligence trainings. You're not just getting sell shampoo, just sell the shampoo. No, you get women who care about you. You get mentorship. You get sidelines. You get to meet women you know.
That was the robot. I was trying to do it. Yeah, emotional intelligence trainings. It's like emotional manipulation and artificial intelligence. I don't know. Emotional intelligence. Yeah, that sounds like the bite model to me. Behavior control, information control, thought control, emotion control. Yeah, that one. So, in case you didn't know what the bite model by Stephen Hassan is, I have that linked in my description also for anybody that doesn't know. I always keep those linked for anybody that wants to do some more research. Let's see what the comments are saying. I agree. You get women who care about you as long as you keep slinging shampoo. Yes, as long as you keep slinging shampoo and recruiting more women to sling shampoo. That's funny. They like always say like shampoo dealer and like all these different things.
Never would have met otherwise. I'm not shutting down men here. Love men. It's just my team is pretty much women. I think I probably appeal to women, but look, open to men. Open to men. Come on in, men. So you get.
I wonder what would happen if like, and this is probably not really likely to happen just because they tailor a lot to women in the first place, but like I wonder what would happen if somebody that was non-binary or a trans woman were to like join one of these, because I think that I just want to come out and say this because it bothers me. Hang on a sec.
Lara, here is your reminder. Take medicine.
I muted that too late. I found the mute button. Yeah, I have a reminder to take medicine because I forget. Yeah, it's very useful to have those kinds of things, but it reminds me at 2, and no, it's 2. What was I saying? Sorry, ADHD brain. Dang it. I always forget when stuff like that happens. I had a really good point too. Let's see. You get women who care about you as long as you keep selling shampoo. Maybe if I can think about what was the last thing that was said. What was the last thing? I'm just gonna back it up.
Women, but
oh yeah, now I remember. I was talking about this is something that doesn't really get talked about very much, but I think that we often forget to include non-binary and trans people. in various conversations and stuff, and MLMs particularly are all about women supporting women. And yeah, I just wonder if they would like flip out, if because a lot of them do tend to be more conservative and not see those kinds of things. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought I would bring that up. I know that's kind of a controversial thing, but yeah. It shouldn't be. Like, yeah. But any kind of lasting change in making a difference. And I am on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, and yeah. So I just wonder if that would ruffle some feathers. Probably. Very likely. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading comments. I'm catching up. I don't know how others feel, but I like when you stop the video to give commentary. I don't have it in me to keep focusing on the witch alone. Yeah, she can get tiresome after a while. And I did the part 1 in a video that I edited, but I kind of felt like if I was going to do part 2 in a live stream, because I lost my footage for it, not my footage for it, but my reaction to it. So I just thought, why not start over? And it's nice because there's other things that I pick up on that we can talk about and kind of unravel. And so yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I agree, they use really non-inclusive language. Yeah, it's very black and white. It's very pro women, women supporting women, mamas, and like all this different stuff. And I know, as someone in the anti-MLM community, of course I discuss about how it's not supporting women and stuff like that, but we don't really talk about the non-binary and trans aspects of the gender spectrum, or non-gender, like the different affirming those things. So I just think that's interesting. And also, hi Jamie. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Look, open them in, come on in, men. So you get all of these things when you join. Not only that, but you get the #1 premium anti-aging hair care on the planet, and the #12 skincare. And our goal is...
I'm sorry, what's anti-aging hair care? Also, not #1 hair care on the planet. So is there like another planet? There's just so much wrong in that. I mean, sometimes they say in the world, there's different things they say, but it's all not true. Also, I was just looking the other day because I was thinking about getting my hair cut or something, because I've mostly been cutting it myself for the past couple years, because the C word. But sorry, thought somebody was at my door. Because I live with my mom. So yeah. They put a lot of pressure on shampoo. Yeah, we're like the #1 anti-aging, for one thing. Anti-aging hair care is just like, what are you talking about? That's just that's just weird. I mean, I've heard of it, like anti-aging skincare, but what do they really think that they're doing with anti-aging hair care? I've heard this like kind of thing before where they say that. It's just weird to me. Yeah, but they put on, they're like #1, all that stuff. I recently looked on to see like the hair places that I could get my hair cut and styled. And it's so funny because one of the first ones I saw that I like looked into, they had all these Olaplex treatments. And I was like, oh, they're gonna hate that, like, because they don't like that. And then there was another that like listed out all the shampoos that they had, and not a single one was Monat. So I was very grateful to see that as well. She'd take anyone, yeah, exactly. She'd take anyone with a pulse and a credit card. If enough people with different pronouns were interested, I'm sure she'd improve her vocab in a heartbeat. Yeah, she would likely do a very fake interest in them to get them to sign up, and then she would probably ignore them or treat them like crap. In my opinion, I am speculating here, but likely would ignore them, treat them like crap, or do a lot of misgendering. Likely. That's what I'm thinking would happen. I feel like if, or and not just her, but like in general, I think that a lot of times the ones that are very against that non-binary kind of stuff. When I say kind of stuff, like you know what I mean. They're just against those kinds of things. All right, let's get back into it. I don't want to spark any kind of crazy debates here.
To be the number.
Although if you are going to be an asshole in the comments, like when you're watching this later about misgendering and like anything, like if you say any kind of harassing type of comments about how like about the gender spectrum and stuff like that, spreading misinformation, yeah, that's not going to be okay. Just a forewarning on where I stand on that. So,
number one anti-aging line in the world, which I believe truly, having used these products, we will achieve that. I went yesterday into my like facial Botox lady, and she said, by the way, I haven't had Botox since like last autumn, so it's long gone with my metabolism. And she was like, your skin looks incredible. What are you using? And I said, Modern Nature. You ever heard of it? And she was like, no, what? Where'd you get that? And I was like, from the company that
I like how she specifically said Modern Nature. Have you ever heard of it? Because most people don't know that Modern Nature is Monat. I didn't when I first heard of Modern Nature. I'm like, what's that? Because I didn't equate it to Monat. But that's also why I say Monat, because some people say Monet and like Monat and like Monat, which is funny. Definitely a performative ally. If she could make money, most witches are the opposite and welcoming. Yeah. Let's see.
I represent, like, and she was like, oh, it's network marketing. I said, whoa, back up. You just told me my skin looked like a 20-year-old's. You just told me, I'm almost 40. You just told me my skin looks like a 20-year-old's. By the way, no makeup, y'all. This is my skin. And she goes, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, I'll bring you some samples next time. I'm about to change your whole life. Okay? So we have skincare, we have hair care, we have these incredible luminizers that are no longer available today, but I'm sure they'll come back at some point. I hope they make them a permanent fixture because they're so cool. We have
Oh yeah, they only had those available for like one day with like a special sale or something. And how much do you want to bet that all of the distributors were the ones purchasing that? Because it's like a limited edition, like limited illuminizer or something. So like, they're the real customers there because they've got to stock up on that so that they can have it to advertise. Let's see. If the skincare is so good, why did she go back to see the Botox to lady? Oh yeah. I was gonna say she does have, it does look like she has good skin, but I guess that could be the Botox. I mean, I'm not, I mean, I don't know. kind of hard to know, really. Plus, she has
products, y'all.
moisturizer or
You have
something.
mentorship, you have training, you have one another. So this business, is it about selling? Yes. Now I know I can anticipate some of your questions. What if I didn't have a huge social media following? I started over social media from scratch in November. Brand new account, started over from scratch. Our directors, some of our directors started at 200 people following their accounts. I have women on my team that sell door to door. Door to door. One girl was like, I don't really feel comfortable selling online. Could I just talk to my community? Yeah. All right, so drop a 2 in the chat, y'all. Do you have friends? Do you have people that you
Jamie, what you said just reminded me, like the why she need Botox if they have age-defying products. This reminds me of the Legally Blonde, if y'all know what I'm talking about, where the case that they had to work on was one of her sorority sisters or whatever, Brooke, and she had an alibi, but she couldn't share the alibi. Spoilers, the alibi was about Botox or something, and it was something that she couldn't share because she would lose a lot of customers for her workouts because she did workout programs, and her fat busting secret was Botox, so she didn't want to like share that. So I just think that's kind of a really interesting point. Yeah, liposuction. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. But that's what it reminded me of, is that like if you're if you're selling these specific products and then you're also talking about Botox, it just does kind of sound a little bit odd. Also, right as I was pausing, she said to the chat, she's like, "Do you have friends?" How's people supposed to answer that? Like, they could either say, "No, I don't have any friends at all," you know, and then feel like crap, or they can say, "Well, I might know a couple people." It's like, yeah, but you might not have those friends for long if you're going to be coming after them with uh with selling to them. Whether you're just selling the products or selling the opportunity. Either way, I feel like and this is maybe my opinion, but I feel like because some people say I can just sell the products, I don't have to like recruit. For one thing, that compensation plans and the income disclosure, all that stuff tells another story with that. But for another thing, if you're only selling, then it I feel like it's kind of a bit of a gateway to recruiting. So like when I started, when I was in Arbonne, I didn't plan on selling. I didn't plan on recruiting. I just was going to use the 30 days to healthy living to help with my health condition, which it really didn't do any much difference. It was just diet culture kind of stuff. And yeah, so like I think I've told this before, but my upline would say, "Oh man, you look so amazing. You should share this to your social media, just to share with people what you're up to, just to share with them that you're going on this health journey for yourself and yada yada." So I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess there's nothing wrong with that." And then she's like, "You should really like bring people on with you on this. Really get them to enjoy these products as well." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I guess. And you should really share with them the opportunity too." Um, yeah, I guess. So it's kind of like that. Kind of does that. And I wasn't in it super long, thank goodness. Which is probably how I was able to get out, although I did do one MLM hopping. Anyway, that was a long kind of tangent, but she just said, "Do you have friends?" Comment in the chat. And I just think that's definitely a manipulation to get people discussing and like, okay, I can go after my friends, I can go after my family, like all that stuff, which they tend to do. Start with your friends and family, they're your warm market, and then go into your acquaintances, people you barely know from high school, and then go up further out to complete strangers. That's how it works.
Share your favorite coffee drink with, your favorite French red wine. You have people you tell where you got your jeans from. You have people in your community, you tell them your favorite bakery. Are you getting paid for that? No.
Sorry for pausing again, but that just sounded really super condescending. So I thought I'd give y'all a palate cleanser a few seconds later, because it's like, share your favorite drink with, share this with, share this with. No. I'm sorry, but that was very condescending the way she did that.
You're not. We share all day long. People ask me, I went to church on Sunday for the first time in 20 years. By the way, this business has brought me friends I never would have had otherwise. My 2 accountability partners in this business are not even on my team, and they have like reintroduced Jesus to me. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on, but they, like, the people that I've met through this business, it's mind-boggling, the kindness, the love, the community, truly. Anyway, so I'm at church and like 2 girls ask me where I got my jeans. I'm not getting paid to tell them where I got my jeans. Are you getting paid to tell people, where you got your jewelry? I tell y'all know where I got my jewelry. HRH. I'm not getting paid for that. What is network marketing? It's being in community. It's talking to people. It's telling them something you love. We are products first.
We are products first. What does that even mean? I wanted to pause here because Jamie, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but I mentioned how you can, like, there's a difference between witch and Wiccan. Wiccan is the religion that has the god and goddess and like the wheel of life and all that stuff. And I used to be pagan, I used to be Christian. I more fall along the agnostic um kind of group now. But yeah, like you can technically be a Christian witch, but those two don't really go well together, because it depends on how you're picking aspects of those things. So you can be a witch of pretty much any religion, and it's like separate from religion, and just incorporates various things, like maybe essential oils or something, and like the different things like that. But yeah, it's just saying that again, because I knew it was going to come up again. um
in this business. I don't know about this like entire business, but this company, we are products first. We love the products, we talk about the products. This is not scammy, weird, get you in, I'm gonna make money off of you. No, this is, hey, these products are incredible. Wanna try them?
how many times can she lie in one sentence? That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I mean, yeah. We're not scammy at all. Um, yeah, no, it's capitalism on steroids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not the same. And I think it's kind of like she's trying to say, like, I've heard of it as products of the product of the product. You want to be a product of the product. You want to use the products and be very knowledgeable about the products and replace everything you have to be Monat, or in my case it was Arbonne. And so this is kind of a similar wording for that. It looks like condescending but also greedy and materialistic, and to want expect to get paid for every recommendation you make. Yes. Yes. And you're welcome for repeating. And we've got another bot, so I will take them out. Okay. Let's continue.
This business is, hey, look at gas prices. Look at the cost of things in this world. Everyone, like another stream of income is not even an option at this point. That's what this business is. It's love the products and tell people about them and create an income stream and create community and create a web of women and men sharing the things that we love and profiting off of it. Because every time I shop at Whole Foods and I drop $100, $200, $500, I don't get a cent. That money goes directly into Bezos' pocket, which, by the way,
Okay. Every time she shops at Whole Foods, meaning she does shop there and supports that. Also, the Whole Foods cashiers and bakers and all that, the people at Whole Foods make a livable, well, I won't say livable, but they make at least minimum wage. They make a guaranteed wage. I guess some of them might make a livable wage if they're like managers and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, also, so it's not just lining. I mean, there's issues with capitalism and stuff too, but what else was I gonna say? There were so many points to make with this woman. We'll see. Let's read the comments. Everyone needs more money. This economy is terrible. So buy this $30 shampoo. Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you buy this $30 shampoo? Like, it's like, do we really need this right now? And it's like, oh, everybody's struggling. You need this opportunity. And also, she said we get paid to share these products. No, you don't. No, you don't. How do you get paid? What do you get paid off of? You get paid when someone makes a purchase, and then more so, you get paid when they are recruited and buy a starter pack and all that. So, hey, Catherine, long time no see. Good to see you here. So we've had this on for a little while. I'm just reacting to something. I lost my reaction footage, so I'm doing a live stream of it. You can catch the replay of the beginning of this. So yeah, it has been a hot minute. Good to see you though. All right.
way funds, big tech, big pharma, it's all together. So I'm becoming more and more mindful of where I spend my money. And I'm so excited to say that right before this call, I signed up with another, not as a seller, but as a customer, to the second ever network marketing business I've ever considered buying from. I became a customer in another network marketing business, which feels really good. I'm supporting another woman's business. I'm supporting another mama. All right. So maybe you're listening to this and you're like, I don't really care about this business. I don't really know if this is for me. Think about someone you could tell about this business. Think about someone who really needs another income stream, $200, $500 a month, $1,000 a month to help buy their groceries, pay for their gas. Think of someone you know that could benefit from this business, because I can guarantee you only one thing: you're going to love the products. Now, whether you decide to sell them, that's up to you. I will be there for you all along the way. I will be showing you how I sell. I've been very successful in this business so far. I will be here for whatever you need. You can go at whatever pace you want. You can come in, try the product, see if you want to sell, see how that feels, or you can jump into selling. I knew in my body the answer was yes. So I don't know. I believe you probably came here for a reason. Don't know what that reason was. But if you feel in your body like the answer is yes, I want to do this, I want to try it out, y'all, no obligation. We have a 30-day money back guarantee. You can order your products.
30-day money-back guarantee, yet it's going to be really hard to make that cancellation. And most people won't go through the effort of going through the process because you have to like usually call them up, and then like there's a lot of hassle involved in that. Plus, if you return the items, there's usually like a return fee, or like they don't pay for that. Like I don't have it up in front of me for Monat specifically, but there's usually a lot of that. And also with Monat in particular, a lot of times when they sign you up for that flex ship, which people don't know that they don't know about the flex ship. Monat distributors often will mislead you into thinking there's no auto ships. And flex ship is basically a type of auto ship that where you can put out the length of time for when it ships to you, so you can make it come out later or something, but you still have to have that $84 purchase or something like that involved, and then you have to like do 3 purchases, I believe, with that. Yeah, so there's a lot there.
You can join the team and see how it feels in your body. It's a $199 bottom line, like that's the lowest you can go investment, right? $200 for trainings, for mentorship, for community, for accountability. It's $200. So what do you have to lose? Nothing. You have everything to gain, and I'm here.
Drop in the comments what you think you might have to lose. I'm kidding. I don't need the drop in the comments. I was making a joke because they always say drop in the comments, but I mean, you can. Like, what do we have to lose? We have to lose friendships. We have to lose $200 because, that is a lot to a lot of people as well. Who is calling me? Spam call. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. There's like so much mental health, like physical health, all sorts of things you have to lose for this.
For it. My team knows, like, I definitely take days to myself where I'm not like so engaged, but I show up every day for my team. I show up every single day for the women that are in my world, and I can promise you that I'm not going to go anywhere. Oh yeah, Rowan, thank you for reminding me about the compensation plan. So one of the things I can tell y'all is that you probably have a ton of questions. I really encourage you to write.
Is she gonna say we have the best compensation plan ever? Because that would be really funny. Like if she says that, just because that's something we have never, ever heard before, right? That's sarcasm.
Down your questions and reach out to the person that got you on this call, okay? If I did not get you on this call, please do not message me. Only if I sent you the link, please message like me personally. Get back to the person that sent you this information. Write down your questions and ask that person. But I will tell you, we get at least 5 paychecks a month. So every single Friday we get paid, and on the 15th, we get paid in 10 different ways. We get commissions, we get bonuses. Y'all, last month, through this business, I earned a free iPad. Now, I was going to buy another iPhone because I need another phone for my business. I want to have one thing for my business and one thing for my personal. I was going to go drop $1,500 on a brand new iPhone. And last month, because I showed up and I worked my business, I earned an iPad fully paid for. So we get bonuses, I know if you're watching this and you're already in the business, y'all can drop it in the chat, drop a 1 if you know this business takes care of us, this company takes care of us. There's always an incentive. There's always extra bonuses. I know in February it was like double bonuses. So we get 5 paychecks a month, and there's 10 different ways to get paid. So even if you're
So I want to highlight something here. Red flags right here. You get paid in bonuses and incentives, and you always have incentives. When I started, I'm going to backtrack to when I started Usborne Books and More, because I don't talk about that one enough, because Arbonne kind of overshadowed that after I MLM hopped. But when I was in Usborne Books, and it was the first MLM that well, it's not the first MLM that I joined, but it's the first MLM that I was active in, I guess. So they have this climb program, and it's like the first few weeks or something like that that you get bonus incentives for jump starting your business, and you get extra bonus perks if you recruit people and if you like sponsor them and like meet sales goals and stuff, all that kind of stuff. But mainly you wanted to get the recruits, because the recruiting somebody gets you those bigger ticket prizes. And they had like all sorts of prizes, like merch type prizes that you would just fawn over. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's very much enticing you to recruit people. And like it's I'm drawing from my own personal experience. But even without that climb program, which could be kind of, in this case, like it'd be kind of like the neighborhoods that they have, and like that jumpstart program that they have for new recruits. But even outside of that, we had like a thing where every month there was an incentive program where they would have about like 3 physical prizes that you could get depending on how much in sales and recruiting. So like if you got 1 recruit and a certain amount of sales, you would get like the second bracket of prizes, and the third bracket of prizes would be if you got like more recruits and stuff, like in sales and stuff. So and then the first bracket might be just sales, but it was like usually kind of a really cheap kind of item. So long story short, they're definitely focused on recruiting, as we all know, but the fact that this business call is very focusing on incentives and bonus stuff in their compensation and how they get paid, that should be a huge red flag. And getting paid 5 days out of a month is not necessarily super great. I would rather get paid once a month and it be like a bigger chunk than what they get. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'd rather get paid more in less times. So it's kind of like misleading to be like, we get paid 5 times a month if it's like just 53 cents or something, or like nothing, you know? And sometimes you have to meet PV, personal volume, like group volume requirements and stuff, depending on your ranks, in order to get paid those bonuses for recruiting at those ranks. Everyone uses shampoo, not $80 flex ship a month worth, hun. Yeah, and they even have like a cancellation fee that you have to pay. So it's and most people didn't even know that they got signed up for it, pretty much, because they were misled to believe that it was something else. So it's just ugh. All right, back to it. We're almost done here.
not like, even if you're like, well, I don't know, I don't really want to recruit people. Great, you can just sell products and you can still make money. And you're gonna love the products, you're gonna talk about the products. So selling is just another extension of loving something.
Sorry. I can't help but to pause every few seconds with this woman. So great. You don't have to recruit anybody. You can just sell the products. And then you're gonna sell them, and then because you love them, and then and then it's just going to magically happen that you end up recruiting. I can't. I can't with this woman. She just led into that. Let me play that again for you guys. Just because it's so golden. Let's listen to that again.
Double bonuses. So we get 5 paychecks a month, and there's 10 different ways to get paid. So even if you're not like, even if you're like, well, I don't know, I don't really want to recruit people. Great, you can just sell products and you can still make money. And you're gonna love the products, you're gonna talk about the products. So selling is just another extension of loving something. Maybe you're like, I'm not really good at selling products, but I'm really good at talking to other people about business. Great. So listen, you have 2 options, and then I'm gonna go. And y'all can send any questions you have to the person that got you on this call. You can also drop them in the comment section, tag the person who got you in here, and we will come back and answer the questions. Before I go, you have 2 options. Number 1, you can just try the products. You can get the products in the mail, see if you love them, and then decide if you want to sell at some point in the future. Obviously, there's no rush. You go at whatever pace you want. If you know in your body you're ready to sell, like if you know it's time, if you're like, these gas prices, I gotta sell. If you know that's you, if you know someone that needs another income stream, who wants to join a business that is so full of integrity, so full of love, so full of community, so full of heart, come on in. Today's the day. I'm so grateful for you spending time with me today. It's 2:22, so we're gonna end it here. Have the best day of your whole entire life, y'all. Thanks for taking time. I love you. See you next time. Mwah.
All right. So that was fun. Anybody have any like last minute thoughts on what she said? There's 10 different ways to get paid. Names 2, recruiting and promoting. Yeah. Awesome. Way to use the effects of a humanitarian crisis for Monat. Yeah, I was going to say she's brought up the gas prices twice, and then she's like, like zip my mouth. I've seen, I mean, most of us know who she is, and plus she said it in here. I was trying not to give her the clout because she like was saying how famous she got, how viral she got from the anti-MLM world, but we know that's because of what she said about the, she called them face diapers, and like saying that little bit of discomfort is worse than the Holocaust. Sorry. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. Like, how in the world? But yeah, the gas prices go up, and she's said some things about that, some opinions she has about that, political opinions, and it's just really like selfish, in my opinion. Really selfish, and privileged, in my opinion, how she is using that kind of stuff to her narrative. So, yeah, we're having a crisis right now. My heart goes out to the people in Ukraine, and also the people that are in Russia that are under the that did nothing wrong, that just all that stuff, all the people over there going through that kind of stuff. Let's see. So supply and demand has just been all over the place right now. I'm really glad that I'm able, that my car is a hybrid, and also that I don't travel very much anyway because of my health situation. I don't really get out very much anyway, and most everything can be done online right now because of the sea situation, the Coraline. And I'm just using this kind of language so that, you know, it doesn't demonetize me, because I do want to keep that. By the way, any kind of stuff that I make through channel memberships or Patreon or any of that stuff, a lot of it goes back into helping support this channel, and, you know, like the equipment that I need for making things better, so that like my hard drive doesn't completely crap out on me with external, like internal storage space and stuff like that. So I don't know. I felt like the need to just say that, because it's not like I'm, you know, I just enjoy y'all being here and chatting with me. I guess I can get rid of this screen. I don't know why I didn't. Hello. Hi. Um wow, we're at 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's about right. I was thinking this might be about 2 hours, because I ramble and reading the comments. I also haven't been live in a while, so yeah, I'm hoping to do a little bit more lives with you guys, so that we can have Q&A. I can do some crocheting while chatting with you guys. If y'all'd like to see more reactions live, I can do that as well. Did she say if the other MLM she's now supporting is an essential oil one? No, she did not. She didn't say which MLM it is, but that could be. That could be something like that. All right. If nobody else has any questions, I will probably end it here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will have this up for a replay for anybody that's just tuning in. So yeah, and I will see you in my next video. See, I can't edit this out, so it's a lot more like choppy. Like, it's funny because I do like bloopers and stuff, so sometimes it's like, see you in my next video, and then I have to redo it. So all right, but if you haven't, yeah, all my links and everything, all that stuff's down below. Y'all know the drill. Bye. Bye, Lisa, Louisa, Jamie. Thank you to my new subscribers, or not my new subscribers, my new honeybee members. So shout out to y'all. I don't have my little outro playing, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.